It's clear the sulfur sun fucks out so Hayes can rest in.
Okay.
Someone else will clean this up, right?
Hayes' grave. Buried near the surface of Hayes' grave is a small lockbox. Its hinges rusted through and its wood almost completely rotted. It nearly falls apart in your hands, but in it you find a tarnished silver medallion bearing the letters Charum.
Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, if we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2. We never heard from them again. Think it's time I call in a favor with Hiram. If anyone can track them down, it's him.
Hold on, tell me about the UDL contract.
I don't know much about it. It paid well, so they took it. They said they'd be back in a couple of weeks, and that maybe we could all use the money to get off Monarch. That was a long time ago.
You didn't try and find them?
I should have. I really should have. But soon after they left, Hayes and the others died. And to be honest, after him, I stopped trying. Because it hurt like hell to do so.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're trying to confront it.
Thanks. I'm still not convinced I won't come to regret it, but we've started down this path. Might as well see it through. Maybe it'll stop me screaming at night. Now come on, let's make tracks before Hiram dies of old age.
You got it. That's where we need to go anyway.
Do you hear that? It's the blessed sound of radio silence, which leads me to believe you have sweet, sweet news for me.
New York needs a favor.
Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
Yeah, she's your friend and she's in need. You're the only one who can help.
Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra 2.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes round one of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck.
MSI and the Iconoclasts are no longer transmitting. Is the data ready?
Yes, indeed. I am back in business. But before we get down to it, might I ask how you handled the problem? In the end?
Come on, do you really want to get invested in the details? We finished the job.
Is that so?
You're an information broker. If you want to know, it'll cost you.
Oh, I believe it will. But the price I pay won't be to you. No, we've a bigger deal to settle. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver so I can input the needed adjustments.
Phineas doesn't trust many people. How do you hook up with you?
You make it sound so scandalous. Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history.
Now you hold on. I do not physically go between anyone but that of my choose. Oh. Oh, apologies. You meant... Right. Yes. I braved the wilderness, so you don't have to.
Precisely. I really ought to give you a raise.
And I bet I have a whole new checklist of crap to do before it works, right?
Ah, don't be ridiculous. We're resetting a broadcast tower, not filing taxes. There are no errands, spreadsheets, or rituals involved. It's simple, truly. I merely need you to waltz outside and throw the lever to cycle the power. I'll key in the numerical adjustments from in here.
Got it.
Terrific. I'll be here, waiting with bated breath. Give a shout if the panel electrocutes you.
Alright, let's get to it.
Great work.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Sweet stars. But that is a beautiful sound. Can you hear me? We are a go for broadcast. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower.
Happily. I won't bother you again.
Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior, but I must admit I have grown rather fond of you. As Nyoka can attest, I do not form attachments with many. Do take care.
Why, he told us to leave without flinging insults at our persons. He really does like you, Captain. What in the void-blasted hell is that?
Oh boy.
Black holes. Did you see that?
Whose ship was that?
Looks like a UDL ship. Based on the gunnery attachments, I guess it's one of the board's blockade enforcers, but don't cite me on that. Oh well, a pity for the crew, but I can't see how it affects me. Hiram? Can you hear me? Did you see that? Architect saved me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel? Did MSI or did MSI not cease broadcasting? Yes, but... Hiram. Hiram, are you there?
Okay, somebody explain what's going on.
Ah, the good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. We need only collect its weapons. Are you mad? That's a UDL gunship. You'd probably shoot your own toes off.
Come on, let's talk this over.
Ah, I see you learned nothing while dealing with these buffoons. We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but we need its targeting module. Our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading stars. Help us secure that module and we will save our colony. Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do so long as you leave me out of it. Which means, get off the void damn channel. I am more than finished with you lot.
Speak with Phineas. I'm kind of leaning towards the Stellar Bay folk, you know, just because, well, you know, this message they're trying to spread out is just kind of fanaticism, you know. I'm not really down with that. So yeah, I mean, Sanjar might be a bit of a corporate lickspittle, but you know, I think that's better than. Oh, hey. Where is this ship then? It's over there. Alright, let's jump over here, shall we? It's still dead, right?
I shipped with a merchant with a gun like yours, Mioka. He polished into it, left with it.
Let's try a different science weapon. Let's try the mind control ray.
Not like that, as far as I know.
Sounds like he had himself a discerning palate. Where are you going with this?
He couldn't hit the broadside of an assault cruiser, hence the tin shredder.
Wouldn't be the first man I met bearing compensation for his lack of skill.
You two quite finished?
Used to be. You could get the best wine on Monarch here. Here we go! That's the top armor!
Me.
This area is suicide. If you got a way around it, ain't no shame in taking it.
A little late for that there, Nyoka. Oh yeah, let's try this. Oh hey. Okay. Damn it. That'd be a fire. Let's get. I'll do 3 there, 3 there, 3 there, and 1 in extra 1 in engineering.
Here we go. You go on ahead, Captain. I'm not keen on ships, even when they're in the best of shape.
Me too. You know corpses shit themselves, right?
For real?
Enjoy the smell.
Okay, let's check Captain Matsu's command key. On diagnostics. This Mark IV gunship's operational parameters have exceeded acceptable damage ranges. The cost of any repairs necessary to your at your nearest UDL repair facility will be averaged amongst the crew. Okay, Captain's log, November 12th, 2354. CE saying something about spare regulator bypass something something. Chikushu, I'm turning this thing toward the groundbreaker, firing up the engines and retiring. Better to be arrested than lose power and drift out into space. I just hope this old bird can handle one last trip. How in this law-forsaken colony is it so impossible to requisition parts? My chief engineer is barking at me to order yet another damn thing, and I can't even get a response from corporate. Another day, another ship lands on Terra 1 and we can't shoot them down. That makes... I lost count. What's the point of being out here if we can't get some backup? Start Mayday message playback.
Hello, my name's Jen. I'm the chief engineer on this gunship, and I'd like to let the record show that our captain is a total fucking hullhead. I told him again and again that without fixing our regulators, spinning engines are going to blow through our course and we'll go flying off in a completely random direction. Well, here we are. Thinking we'll hit soil in about 30 seconds. This is your chief engineer signing off for what is probably the last time.
You're remarkably calm.
This middle finger I'm holding up because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
I think I'm going to give it to Sanjar.
If I never smell another raft, it'll be too soon.
Weren't you a sawbones?
If the Iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful monarch. I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet. I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the Iconoclasts.
Could you agree to a truce with the Iconoclasts?
They're all mad. And what's more, they left us. I don't see any way for us to work together.
I've read your review, Sanjar. You can't do this alone.
Not this again.
Remember what we practiced, sir.
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am a mantipillar, and my will is my cocoon. I can emerge and become whatever I wish.
You're good with details, but you could use someone who sees the big picture.
You too?
He has a point, sir. And it's not all bad.
Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with? The Iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts.
Yeah, what about Graham's second in command, Zora?
That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo.
There ain't a body on this planet that can keep a group patched up like she has. I don't know how she does it.
I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first.
Actually, I already found it on a terminal in Cascadia.
Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like she's actually very qualified.
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the Iconoclasts would have died off a while ago.
I wasn't expecting to say this, but if you can put her in charge and convince her to agree to a meeting, I'd be willing to discuss terms.
Very well. Oh. Okay, so I've got to go speak to Zora, I guess, have I? Sanjar says he's willing to negotiate, but only if Graham is replaced as leader. The obvious alternative is Zora. Okay. Let's head over there then.
Something on your mind, Captain?
Sanjar's willing to talk peace with you.
Too bad. Had I a reliable third party I could trust to set up a meet, maybe I'd consider it. With all the help you've done here, at first I thought it could have been you. But I can't trust you to think logically. Your priorities are skewed a bit too much like Graham's. For all I know, Sanjar's playing you to get to us and you can't see it. So no. In another life, maybe that could have worked out for all of us. In this one, we're going to war.
Oh man, I should have got those supplies instead of this stupid thing for his pamphlets. Ugh. Well, I'm going to help Sanjar then.
Any luck bringing the Iconoclasts to the bargaining table? I don't like the idea that they'll be trying for that module while we delay.
Could I try and get Graham to do it? I'm trying to convince the Iconoclasts to agree to a truce.
That's very good. I wish I could help, but I've never been very good at making presentations. I could work on a brief, if you think it would help your case.
Sure.
Excellent. I'll get to it straight away. It'll be a few weeks before it's ready, but one can't put a price on quality work. I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet. I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the Iconoclasts.
According to the ship's log, they suffered some kind of malfunction.
That's surprising. The board's equipment is usually in top shape. After all, they have first access to any fresh parts or components.
Perhaps there's something deeper going
A
on.
conspiracy? You've spent too much time around Graham.
Alright, forget the truce, take the module.
Well, aren't you unpredictable? It lends you a certain air of mystery. It's quite magnetic.
I wouldn't get excited just yet, sir. It looks like the Iconoclasts followed you. I have
Oh,
word
boy.
they're gathering in the ruins outside of town.
Well, what now?
Afraid we've got to fight them. They'd knock our walls down trying to get that module. Looks like this means war.
You gotta say it like you mean it, Sanjar.
He's right, sir. You don't sound very convincing.
Well, I didn't ask for a performance review, did I? I'll lock the south gate to keep them out. You'll have to approach from the north. Good luck.
Oh, I don't really want to fight like Huxley and that. I like those guys, but guess my hands are tied. Okay, so let's do this then. Would have liked to have brought them together if I could, but yeah, I guess I didn't pay enough attention to Graham and Zora there.
Reminds me of the crew cabin on one of my first ships.
Out of the way. Ooh. It's pretty good.
What was that?
Tried, Laura.
I'll take this one.
Let's go after them.
I did not enjoy that.
You're back. And in one piece. Does this mean I mean we, won?
We did indeed, sir.
I can't believe it! Not that I'm really surprised, but... well, maybe a little. You did it! I mean, we did it!
Yeah, I hope you use this opportunity to make the most of things for Monarch.
Oh, I certainly will. Between our reinstatement on the board and the gain of this ship, we'll usher in a new age of prosperity for the people of Monarch.
That's a hefty promise. You've got Monarch's hopes up, Sanjar. Don't go messing this up like our last overlords did.
And perhaps in time, I can use my position on the board to turn things around for the rest of Halcyon.
Tell you, someone with your eye for detail.
You really mean that? That's the nicest... Celia, put that down in today's minutes.
Already done, sir.
Anyhow, thank you. And good luck to you. What can I do for you?
How are things going in Stellar Bay these days?
Quite well, actually. It's astounding how much our quality of life has improved without Graham's lunatics breathing down our necks. Our residents are reporting increased productivity during their shifts and improved satisfaction in their leisure time. And since we're back in the board's good graces, we've got real growth prospects to look for.
All right. Okay, well, at least I suppose we've got somebody on the board who's going to be a fan. So I think we need to go back to Groundbreaker now, don't we? We also need to go back to the Emerald Vale and Scylla. Okay. Well, for this one, let's go back to our ship. And then we'll probably go to Scylla and Terra 2 to do those companion quests before going to Groundbreaker. Is that our next main quest? Let's go speak with Phineas. Okay. So yeah, let's go see what's going on the ship. And then next time we'll go to Scylla and Terra 2 again. And then Groundbreaker. And then Phineas.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
Thanks, Ada.
Hey, Captain. I got a thing I want to ask you. It's kind of big.
Sure. What do you need?
I was thinking about what you said before, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing and ask Junlei to go steady, straight out. And I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship.
That's sweet. Can I help?
I was kind of hoping you'd offer. The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in engine grease and I ain't showered in nigh on a week. I smell like sweat most days and, well, don't look too close at my fingernails. I was hoping, we could stop by Groundbreaker for bath supplies.
Sure. We can head straight over. Well,
I mean,
not straight
only
over,
if you're
but
not busy. Or when you're heading through Groundbreaker for something else. You don't gotta change plans on account of me. Anyhow, next time we dock in Groundbreaker, let me know. 'Cause I want to come with.
You got it.
Hey, should've get off the pot, damn it. Are you listening in there? You can't be hogging the facilities for 40 damn minutes. You ought to see Ellie. You got a condition or something. Hey, Captain.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
Nothing much.
Status report. Issuing sanitation ticket. Error. Refill printer paper.
Big scream.
Error. This unit is unable to process the service request. Ah! Customer, please repeat the command.
Okay. Back to work, Sam.
Hey boss, got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then one day, they up and vanished. 5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head?
You going somewhere with this?
Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent.
This is obviously important to you. Let's go.
Clyde's waiting for us on Scylla. What he's doing on an asteroid, I can't begin to imagine. I appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
Thank me later. Okay, so we've got a new place we can go on Scylla now.
Hey, Cap.
You getting along with the crew?
Well, yesterday, Ellie and I almost got to fighting. She turned to Mike Green when I cooked up a bit of wrap for dinner. I told her she ought to toughen up. She almost punched me. I like her. Reminds me of Rebecca. She's got a kind of spirit to her. The kind true freedom hasn't known yet. Shit. Look at me dredging up bygone days. Forget I said anything.
I'm not pushy. Talk when you're ready.
I will.
Whoa, cool. Nyoko scrawled the name Frida into this otherwise pristinely preserved Raptidon head. Oh, Sanjar donated these after you helped MSI. Cool. Oh, nice. Multi-Mantiquin Head, what better to establish dominance over an alien ecosystem than by hunting its most dangerous predator and mounting its head on your wall? Do me proud, and I shall shower you in Bratwurst and gold. Cross me, and I will serve your head on a silver platter with mushroom gravy. Signed by the Bald King of Monarch himself. Huh. Graham's patch, torn from Graham's jacket. Zora sent this to you with a note. I thought a keepsake might dull the pain, but it hasn't. Graham may have been a psychopath, but he's still built the foundation for the movement I'm trying to keep alive. Maybe there was another way, I don't know. I gotta let it go. Abandon all hope for a better past, he used to say. Take it with my thanks. You ever want a beer? Stop by Stella Bay. Z. Zora? But didn't I kill her? Huh. Anything? Ooh, from Jay Tennyson. Parvati, I don't do this ever, so here goes. There's this engine, see, and it hums real nice, like a box of cats playing with mice, but she's coughing and hacking up sludge, because there's a blockage that just won't budge. What's an engine to do? Then this wrencher strides in like a shark, hair all done up and fancy and dark. She feels a spasm in her compression alternator, trembling because it's aching to meet her. What's an engine to do? I got, 5 more standards mapped out, but I'm having trouble rhyming some of the parts, so I'll get back to you on that. We were talking about old friends, and I got thinking about Isabel. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what she was thinking. We were a mess. A good mess, but a mess. I'm a better me than I was then, wanted you to know, even when I drink too much of the old family recipe. You're pretty swell, party tea. Damn you, instant spell check. Meet my wrench. Too tight. Just gonna put my head down for a... Ooh. Unread messages, archive messages from New Bedford. Dearest Alex, I can't tell you how pleased I am to finally hear from you. Your message was hilarious. I'm delighted by your sense of humour and tale of your hijinks. I hope your terminal will cooperate for the foreseeable future. By the by, I was scraping Groundbreaker's comms network for tasty little tidbits, and I noticed you declined to dock at Edgewater's landing pad and instead touched down in the wilderness. You rugged individualist, you. I only pray that idiot Thompson wasn't giving you any trouble. Anyway, I hope your meeting down on Terra 2 proves fruitful, and I look forward to corresponding with greater regularity. Your best friend, Udom. Alex, I don't know where you were raised, but I'd hazard to guess it may have been a barn, because anyone with even a modicum of decent bearing would know it's unforgivably rude to ignore the ardent, sincere messages of one's friends. Best, Udom. P.S. Please respond. Dear Alex, hello. I hope this finds you well. It was a pleasure to see you in my office again last week. Once again, I'm terribly sorry about the impounding mix-up. How could it have happened a second time? Terminals these days, I swear. Dreadfully unreliable. Just like your ship. I hope you've given some thought to that thing we discussed, about the Wells fellow. I'm so sorry to press, but I have the strangest tickling feeling that you really do know him. And if you could just tell me where he is, well, it would be marvellous for our friendship, wouldn't it? Looking forward to seeing you again, wingman, your dear friend Udom. Dear Alex, hello, Udom here, Udom Bedford. We met when I accidentally impounded your ship. I should have started from the bottom. My silly fat fingers embarrassing me once again. I hope that wasn't too terribly inconvenient for you. It was such a pleasure for me, and I tremendously appreciate your forbearance in not throttling me. You really are quite the gentleman. If you're ever in Groundbreaker's airspace, well, space base, please don't hesitate to look me up. The Lost Hope serves Spectrum vodka. Perhaps we could try every colour. You know, really tie one on. Let me know. Your new friend Udom. I think Udom had a bit of a soft spot for Mr. Hawthorne, don't you? Alrighty, so yes, next time I think we'll go to Scylla first.
Captain, I
I'll
hope
speak
you
to
made
Ada.
the right decision by siding with MSI.
Yeah, me too.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
I'll be here.
Okay, so yes, next time on to Scylla, I reckon, because we've got 2 things to do in Terra 2, then Groundbreaker. Can't go to Typhon yet. Okay, so next time, Scylla.